Hey guys, Tempo here and welcome back to another video. This time it's not the Elemental Ranger one, but the machine gun build that I will be presenting to you. This is a early stage build and I was going to wait a bit with the video until I was a bit further in, but since some of you guys seem so interested, I will now show the early stages of the build, and it's just going to get more juicy within the next days. So let's see a little bit what we have here. This build is just 1 or 2 days old, and I am theory crafting a lot with it. And like I said, it's just super early stage. Basically, I will only upload. The only reason I'm uploading this video is like for those that were interested and that wanted to like get on the train, like the early journey, and see a little bit what I'm doing here. We're gonna go through some gems. Obviously, this will change a lot with time now. Within the next days, I will be adding and removing things left and right, probably. But this is just it right now. This is just the bow shot. This will take mark for bosses. This will probably transform into Hand of Shula with second weapon slot, just like the Elemental Ranger build, because like that is just the most optimal thing to do. I have also thought about either it's gonna be Hand of Shula or like I've also thought about like the fact that you can actually use Blasphemy, but we'll see how it's gonna be with the fact that you need like a shit ton of spirit basically for like a couple of curses and stuff. This is a monk invoker basically. Why I chose invoker is because of the fact that it has super strong ascendancy nodes basically. Um, Only these two alone, like 10 extra cold, 10 extra lightning damage, is like insane percentage wise. Like the juice that you get from these are like here you have 5%, 5%. This is really, really strong. These two we don't really too much care about. Oh, actually, magnitude of shock is kind of good. Actually, magnitude of shield is also really good because it will help us get the value of hindered capabilities, which is really, really insane. Because I'm pretty sure we will still go for the Against the Darkness here, and it's going to hit like these nodes basically. And we are going to take this one most likely once again, and to really get that 30% slow, the magnitude is actually really nice. So you might get to the threshold with this 14% increased magnitude of chill actually, and then by getting that you will get like an extra 30% more damage, increased damage, so to say. Also the fact that it just has like these really good nodes, like you're not really wasting points, right? And we'll most likely go these as well. So these are probably going to be the 8 ascendancy points. Maybe we go I Shall Rage like for bosses, maybe we'll see. With the gems, we're going Green Feast. We'll take mark for bosses right now. Green Feast just all around really good defensive. Herald of Ice, obviously. Lul. And then Molten Blast is just like I can literally remove this, like destroy it. It's whatever. I was like my idea first was like, am I going Molten Blast or Rapid Shot? And then like both has its pros and cons obviously. Like Rapid Shot, like sometimes you see there, like if I'm about to shoot, it takes that split of like 0.5 second until it like actually shoots, right? So I'm trying to do my best to fix that because like when you're doing breaches, that can maybe become annoying. But if you just keep shooting, you know, like you see how fast it reloads. You can see the bolts down there as well. It's basically because I have juiced it up with so much attack speed. But we're going to try to get this number up by all that we can, like preferably to max if there is a max. I read something about like 33.3 is max or something. I don't know if that's true though. We will see. We will test ourselves and see how far we can get. But for sure, like a lot of the attack speed is really, really good. It also helps with the reload speed as well. So it's going to be Rapid Shot, not Molten Blast. And we have fresh clip for now, but I might change this, we'll see. But it's actually pretty good. Martial Tempo, this is just insane. We have Primal Armament as well. There's more weapon damage. And Fork. Fork is really good. You can also play with, now I don't even have the gem here, but you can play with mobility as well. Maybe for a 5th link you will use it. We'll see. Like I said, we will change things a lot throughout these days. Herald of Thunder. with the synergy with Herald of Ice. Like even though they would nerf, if they would nerf Herald of Ice and Herald of Thunder, like the synergy with them, like the chaining effect basically. So these are the supports. Sorry, I didn't showcase that. And these are the supports for the Herald of Thunder. And then like even if they would change the chain effect of these, it would still be very strong. Emergency reload. This one is for sure a go with this build. I mean, I think it's probably pretty good for every like crossbow build. I think because like just reading it, like it's pretty good. And it feels kind of nice. Like you can basically shoot like one whole round, the boss is spawning, and you press it, and you just like you do so much damage. And just take these supports right here. They're like kind of fine for now. Obviously, you see I'm like missing links and stuff. Like it's very early build, guys. I just started with mapping with the character, and then this is like whatever. I just put it on for fun, and then win dancer as well. Like I said, when it comes to the gems, I'm probably going to test out Blasphemy a bit. I think in this build, Blasphemy can be really nice, especially combined with the temporal chains. So I'm probably going to try that, like with one or two curses, something like that, and like basically my idea was like this, where is it? It's temporal chains. So like we will constantly be slowing mobs and like the whole map around us. Um, it's pretty strong, and we can also. I'm pretty sure we can apply more curses. So it's maybe going to be like a temporal chain and then inflammability. Until we get our 8 ascendancy point, I think. Pretty sure. So basically, what this will do is like curse our whole screen basically, and just like it's gonna be really nice. Even though like if we will go like the 8th ascendancy, right, which is this one, Son of My Enemies. Like if we would do like crit, then it would like remove all the resistances of the mobs basically or ignore them. So then like it wouldn't be like that useful to have like flammability, right? Um, so, but temporal plates were used, and maybe we can use something else instead then, like Enfeeble, maybe. But I'm pretty sure everything is gonna die before they can reach us, especially if we are like applying temporal chains to everything around us. So with the items, these are my items right now. They are going to drastically change. This one is just a temporary headpiece, basically, that has spirit. Basically, we will not need spirit. Uh, so this, like, we will look for an enchant, maybe like whatever, like really good enchant there is. I haven't really looked into it too much, but maybe if there's like an enchant that says like crit bonus or uh, anything useful, basically, I will update with this. This is a neck. We'll basically look for something like this on a neck. I just allocated some attack power, nothing too fancy right now. Obviously, this will change as well, but like we will try to look for crit chance, crit damage, and projectile skills, and then preferably energy shield and maximum energy shield. Although all these like 5 ones are like obviously very pissed in this build already, I can tell. It's gonna be kind of hard to find like the perfect items, obviously, but those are really good. And then here's just a placeholder, but it's like obviously I want like flat cold really high and flat lightning, maybe increased fire damage, some rarity, some stats, and some like resistances, some good boots with like double or triple res. Um, the chest, for an example, right now the life is like not useless, but it's not as good as if we would use like the gold circlet, for an example. But I haven't really decided. I'm pretty sure in this build, gold circlet could be really good, but also I don't like the bypassing on it, and it doesn't give a resistance, and it doesn't give crit, and it won't give like you can get more rarity as well on a normal one, but it's gonna be hard to get like all the perfect ones, but it's gonna look like something like this, right? The really nice part about Invoker is like you don't need spirit on gear, right? That's why I also kind of shows it, because like you don't need spirit on gear. What does that mean? That means you will have way easier time to actually find like super good like high value pieces like on items like the mods like crit chance, crit bonus on a neck is like super hard to find on like a spirit neck, right? So like now we can focus on like just remove the spirit from our search bar and just add in the juicy parts, right? Because we get spirit from our chest due to this lead me through grace, right? You will probably need Hand of Wisdom for this build. You don't need like a super juicy one. This one like costs like 5 divine only. I mean, you could literally find one for 3% attack speed for like 1 divine, or maybe even less. Even on launch, I think that like, let's say Hand of Wisdom was nerfed, or like it's gonna be super hard to obtain it. Then we'll just try to figure something out with the build, I guess. Like, but for sure the added lightning is really good to apply shock consistently, and to have the attack speed on the attack speed as well is like super really good. Because like this build is like heavy on the attack speed. And this is like whatever belt, right? It's going to be most likely an ingenuity, because I think ingenuity is like the best thing to go for. This is also going to be a crit build, obviously, as you can see here. So we will most likely want the 3 suffixes are most likely going to be on the crossbow, like for sure crit chance, 2 critical hit chance, 2 critical damage bonus, and attack speed. I would say maybe the attack speed could be proj instead, but I think mana would be fucking rip, and I don't know. I'm thinking that attack speed will be better. We'll see though. So the passive tree right now is looking like this. We can show this once again. So my first 2 points were like this, my second points were like this, and I'm going to do the Sukama trial, and it's gonna be like the 6th points are going to be like 1, 2, and then the last points are going to be this. Where I'm choosing these 2 as last is because like obviously you would get more value from this the later you are in the game, because the later you are in the game, the better items you have, and the more crit you have, the more value of this you will have. And then we will plot like this. Also, the weapon set points will get more optimized. Like these are going to be weapon set points, these are going to be travel points, and we're going to take these for an example later on. We're going to take this later on, and we're like patting like this. We're going to go here later on and here. We're gonna put the against the darkness here basically. Could also play with the resonance from nothing, but not right now. And then we pat like this, and this was my patting. We get a jewel, 2 jewels here as well, and 1 jewel, so like 3 jewels here. And these are my jewels basically also, but they will be improved. And then we pat like this, really good notes there, like this is so OP this side. And then we pat like here, 1 more jewel, pat like this. This is a lot of traveling, but at least we're getting some jewels. Maybe I can optimize this soon, but we'll see. Like this is like really good patting anyways. But like I said, maybe I can optimize something on the way. Then we're going here. I chose to ignore this because I'm just getting as fast as I can to this one in order to put in the Metamorphosis Diamond basically and get, like in the Elemental Rager build, like you might think like, oh, it's so identical to your Elemental Rager build, but like guys, I swear it's so optimal. Like I spent so much time like figuring out the patting on that build. Like this is also an elemental damage build, so it's like it's really hard to like outsmart it. Honestly, I spent so many hours like trying out the best possible like patting on the tree, and this is like super good. And it's like we're gonna take this, we're gonna take this, we're probably gonna skip the dexterity because it's not as good, and we're gonna take this, remove these 2 points, take this one because it compensates for these points basically going away, and we save 2 points basically, right? And we're taking this obviously. 1 more jewel here, super worth. And then we'll see where we're going to pat. Like I said, we're going to take this. We are going to also put in a From Nothing Diamond, and I'm going to play with these 2 while breaching for sure. These 2 really OP nodes. I will also probably take this later on or soon, and also maybe this, but not sure because this one is kind of good, but the area of effect, I don't think it applies to this ability, Rapid Shot, because it's not AoE marked. So I don't think it's like Omega good or anything. So we'll see with how the patting is going to look later on, basically. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. It was just going to be like a shorter demonstration and showcase of the early stages of the build. Remember to hit the like, sub, and comment. Also, go check out my other videos. You might enjoy them. Twitch, Discord, and everything is linked down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.